just tired. Have you ever thought to yourself, I'm just tired, and I'm just tired of being in the same place, or it feels like I'm doing things on the outside and it's just not working and I'm just stuck. It feels like I'm stuck. Have you been in that place of just when am I gonna get there? You know, there's a there and I'm not there. And when am I gonna get there? This video is for you. How do we come into that center, and why is it that this depletion is even there? Because there is a energetic reason as to why that is even present. So let's dive right in. All right, so many people are there showing up, doing the right thing, but not seeing the results, and then feeling depleted and exhausted and just tired. Because when will it be enough? Taking a deep inhale into that, I want you to take a deep inhale into your body. I want you to be here now. Because your power is in the present moment. And if you're not in your body, you will not fully tune into what I have to say. You have to get into the right frequency first, and the receptive frequency, to open up to what is it that you really want, not what is not working. This is really step one that I want to share with you. If you're in this place of, I'm exhausted and this is freaking not working, stop. Do something you love. Take a nap. Just stop. Sit doing nothing. Just stop. Because whatever you try to create from that frequency of, I gotta fix this, is going to be more lack. It's going to be more frustration. It's going to be more hardship. Because it originated from that energy, and that's what it's going to go back to. That was number one. Number two, the reason we feel deprived, depleted, why is it never enough? Because we're not doing it for the process, we're doing it for that end target, believing, hoping, praying that that end result will make us feel better. That end result will change our lives and we're gonna feel different. That's the dangling carrot of the mind. Hey, just push yourself a little bit more and we're gonna get there. Just self-abandon a little bit more, we're gonna get there. Just walk on eggshells around your partner, you're gonna have a happier relationship. But I'm already not. I'm already miserable. I'm already doing all these things that the ego will tell you, will either say, that dangling carrot, ooh, that end result, heaven is there, or hey, you got to work really hard so you don't experience that hardship later. It's like, I'm experiencing it now. I'm experiencing that hardship now. I'm experiencing that shitty relationship now. I'm experiencing that deprivation now. But it will tell you, no, you got to keep going so we don't have it in the future, which doesn't make sense. So number two, catching the mind. Understand that your moment of power is now. And it's the energies that you're choosing now that will be amplified later. So if you choose lack and you make action steps and decisions and choices and thoughts and conversations from lack, you will in the long term get more of it. It will create an illusion, no, but I'm doing something. It doesn't really change anything. When I was a young mom, I was, going somewhere with a stroller with my kid, and especially when we were late, we had two options of getting to town. There was the train that I knew would be there in 10 minutes, and then it would get us to where we need to go in another 10 minutes, and I would be there in 20 minutes. Or there were 3 buses, which seemed like it was more productive. Now, it would still get us there in 20 minutes. But I felt like I was doing something. That was back when I couldn't stop and I was on the go, 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 and like spirituality or meditation or any of those concepts were just not existent. And I didn't like to take the train because there were those 10 minutes of waiting. Like, I feel like I'm not doing anything. And it seemed productive to take 3 buses, which made absolutely no sense, to be there at the exact same time. Then the train would take me. It made no sense, but it did to my mind because there was that illusion of at least I'm doing something. I'm in the process of movement, right? So I'm doing something. I wasn't. Nothing changed. I was there in 20 minutes. But I added a lot more stress, especially with like, child and stroller, getting off and on. I created just a lot more stress. Now, most people do that, and we don't even get there in 20 minutes. It ends up being longer. And you're stressed on top of it, right? But that's the path that the mind will take you to. The process of as long as I'm doing. Now, this may be contradicting to what I said at the beginning, because at the beginning I told you it's about the process and not the end result. But you got to keep both in mind and are both aligned with love, with abundance, with that which you want to feel, with goodness, with happiness, with joy. Because if they're not, you're on the wrong path. And you're not going to get that end result. You're not going to feel that if you don't feel a part of this energy right now, that where you want to get to. So number 3, this is why we have this deprivation, why we keep going and say, oh, it's not enough. If you're doing that thing that needs to be done from the energy of fulfillment, from the energy of joy, from the energy of accomplishment, right, which is what you're likely to feel if that were done, then you're good. And you don't need the rush of, well, I need it yesterday. Why? If anything, you would want to prolong that feeling, because you see, you got to the point and you're like, okay, that excitement's done. And I had that high of accomplishment or whatever. But if you're feeling that in every moment, getting to your target, you kind of don't even want to get there anymore, because you want that feeling to be prolonged. You want the joy of creating. You want the joy of, I'm thinking relationships. Some people are like, yeah, I just want to meet this person. You want the joy of dating you, of tuning into you, of being like, ooh, what do I really want? What are my hobbies? You want that. And so it's kind of like, I can wait even longer if that person isn't there. Yeah, I want that. I want that relationship, but I'm okay if they're not there, because I'm having so much fun right now. Or that maybe job. It's like, ooh, I want to refine my skills. I want to tune into, I want to dream more about this job and refining and tuning into how do I really want it to be? And there's so much juiciness in that when I get it, it's like, oh, okay, it's here. But there was so much fun of getting there that you don't even necessarily want it, because from that point, it's like, oh, you got here. Now a new process begins. But you had so much fun getting here. That's what it's all about. Find joy in the creating. Find joy in experiencing that frequency, like in every single step of the way. Not hoping that end result will be your salvation. It won't be. If you're following the mind, it won't be. But if you're present, tuning into love, tuning into what you're creating, then all of it is. So, inhaling into the body. Exhaling out. I'm going to end on a dark note. This is my dark humor. The mind will take you into, yeah, but what's the end result? The end result for all of us is we're going to be dead. That's the end result. We're all going to the same place. All going to end up dead. And so it's not about the end result. Because my ego, a limiting belief, like whenever it feels cornered, it likes to say, well, what's the point? And I like to say to it, sweetheart, there is no point. We're all going to die. Like, there is no point. It's not about the point. It's about the process of it. From when you're born until when you die, it's the juiciness of the experience. The end result's the same. And it's not about the end result, because that's not where the juiciness is at. It's about experiencing this. It's about loving the highs and the lows, because you're not attached. And you can find the fulfillment in all of it. So what are you hearing me say? What is landing? Let me know below in the comments. Also in the description there's free resources to kind of help you disconnect from that mind, from the personas that are not you, so that you can love life with this lightness, with the joy, because you tune into who you really are, and then you can experience the world differently. So make sure to grab that below. I thank you for being here. Subscribe if you're new. Share it with someone who needs to hear it, okay, because we rise together. And I thank you for being here, and until next time. you.